Maharaj often reminded us, Santosh is the truest wealth. All else is fleeting, but the contented heart lives with God every moment. When we listen to Maharaj's Pravachans, we see how he connected contentment not with possessions, but with inner surrender. He would say, Rama resides only where there is Shanti and Santosh. The restless mind can never hold God. With this in mind, let us reflect on today's teaching. Contentment can only come to one who sees that Rama, or God, pervades everything. On the other hand, God can only be found in a home where contentment rules. He will experience true contentment, who will genuinely try and live for a year with a firm faith that everything in this world is the result of Rama's will. Contentedness is an attribute of the mind, not a quality of the body. I yearn to find a man who is so contented in his heart that he has nothing to say about his worldly life and matters. Such a person will be acclaimed by the whole world. Contentment is not a thing that can be made over by one person to another. It calls for faith of the highest order. The Kauravas, in the midst of the luxuries of the palace, did not have the contentedness enjoyed by the Pandavas in their hermit's life in the forest. The conclusion is that we should accept the condition of life in which God chooses to place us. A divine gift must be pleasant, sweet from all angles. Wealth obviously is not a divine gift because it entails worry and a thirst for more. The only really divine gift is contentment. There is no telling how much money will suffice a particular man. Whereas if one has the frame of mind to be contented, whatever is there is enough. There is more pleasure in giving than in receiving. Besides, the more one receives, the more is the whetting of greed. Giving, on the other hand, has an end. For when one gives away one's all, complete contentedness is the result. Today we are completely enveloped in upadhi. If we shed one upadhi after another, our true nature, namely oneness with the cosmic spirit, will become apparent, with its characteristic attribute of undisturbed contentment. Every action of a man is done with some aim in view. About the actual result, however, he will be virtually indifferent if he has the conviction, "Thy will be done." We have much theoretical knowledge about the philosophy of life, but lack the wisdom an actual occasion calls for. The one good point about the present times is that simple constant awareness of God achieves what more difficult sadhanas can achieve. The life of Manakkanychara Nayanar, one of the 63 Shaiva Nayanmars, beautifully shows us what true inner contentment means. He was a humble Brahmin, deeply devoted to Lord Shiva. His daughter was married to a devout Shiva Bhakta. During the wedding, as part of the rituals, the bride's hair was combed and a single strand fell to the ground. Seeing this, Manakkanychara's heart was filled with anguish. For him, nothing connected with bodily beauty or pride should pollute the sanctity of Lord Shiva's devotees. Without hesitation, and in total contentment with God's will, he plucked out his daughter's entire hair with his own hands, so that no trace of pride, vanity, or bodily attachment would remain. It was a shocking act, yet it came from supreme inner conviction. The remarkable part is this: instead of feeling sorrow or regret, he felt total joy and contentment, for he knew he had upheld the dignity of Shiva Bhakti above all worldly considerations. His contentment was not dependent on social norms, physical beauty, or worldly judgment. It arose from his heart's surrender to Lord Shiva. This shows us that true Santosh is independent of body and circumstances. Like Manakkanychara Nayanar, we too must cultivate a mind so filled with God that no worldly loss can disturb its peace. Maharaj always told us, "Be content with Nama, and you will never know want." If we reflect deeply, we realize that wealth, position, beauty, or recognition cannot give us permanent peace. Only a heart anchored in God, like that of Manakkanychara Nayanar, remains unshaken. So let us practice daily to accept life as God's prasad, to let go of constant craving, to live with Santosh, knowing Thy will be done. Maharaj's Pravachan echoes today's teaching perfectly. Contentment is God's greatest gift. Protect it, preserve it, and live with it. Then Rama himself will make your home his dwelling.